Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Victoria and this is where I talk about all of the bookish things that I love. So today I am shook beyond belief because I am filming my January TBR. I cannot believe that it's time for January. Where the hell did this year go? But at the same time, this year went like so quickly, which is why I'm very confused. So, for my January TBR, books that I picked out, a lot of them are audio or ebooks, so I don't have physical copies of them. So I'll put pictures on the screen when I'm talking about them, so sorry about that. But other than that, I am just gonna jump right in. So the first two I'm going to talk about are ones that I actually have physical copies of, so we can just get those over with. The first one is The Prince of Broadway by Joanna Shupe. I read the first one in this series, which is The Rogue of Fifth Avenue, in November. I'm pretty sure it was November, and I enjoyed it, and I've heard that the second one is even better. I watched a Bookmas vlog of Crystal from Crystal's Bookish Life talking about this book, and she gave it 5 stars. She loved it and made me want to read it even more, so I'm going to be picking that one up in January. I'm not really sure what it's about, but the first one was like a really rich girl and then a lawyer, and this one, it says that, so this is the sister of the girl from the first one. And then the heroine, or the hero, it says he lives in the shadows and he's the owner of the most exclusive casino, and his name is Clayton Madden. So that sounds great. Very excited about that. Hope I like it. I really like Joanna Shupe, and she was one of the authors that I wanted to read more from in 2021, so starting off strong. The next one, which is the only other physical copy that I own, is Anxious People by Frederick Bachman. I've heard so many people read this one, specifically Reagan from Brave Reads. She really liked this one, and I know that I wanted to pick it up. I have anxiety, so I think that this can be something that I can relate to. I've heard really good things about it, but again, honestly, I'm not really sure what it's about. I tend to get books that people that I trust their recommendations of liked, because I assume that I will like them, and usually it works out. I find the couple of YouTubers or people on Instagram or something that I have gotten their recommendations and really like their recommendations before, so I know that I'll like them. So those two are definitely ones that I picked up based on booktube recommendations. All right, the next one that I want to read is Muses and Melodies by Rebecca Yarros. This is the third book in the Hush Notes series, which is a series of rock star romances, which are each written by different authors. The first one was Lies and Lullabies, which was SARINA BOWEN. The second one was Riffs and Refrains by Devney Perry. And this one is Muses and Melodies by Rebecca Yarros. I really enjoyed both of the first two. The second one I liked better than the first one, but this is the third one, and the last one, and it is the bassist, I'm pretty sure. I think the first one was the lead singer and guitarist. This is the bassist, and then the second one was the drummer. So I am excited, but also a little bit nervous about this one because I know that it deals with drug addiction. The band member Nixon, he has an alcohol and substance abuse problem, so I'm pretty sure the book takes place like 6 months after he gets out of rehab. So I'm thinking it's going to be a little bit of a heavy read, and I know that the second book in the series was a little heavy for me personally, because it deals with the loss of a family member, specifically a grandmother, and I lost my grandmother earlier this year, so that was a really hard one to read So I'm assuming that this third one is going to be dealing with like some pretty rough topics as well. But I am excited to get to it and excited to finish out that series. The next one that I want to read is Birthday Girl by Penelope Douglas. I have gotten a little bit more into dark romance in 2020, and I am hoping to continue that trend in 2021, but there are still some that make me uncomfortable or that I'm nervous about going into it, and I have never read a Penelope Douglas book before, even though so many people have said that she's amazing. But just the idea of some of the things, it makes me uncomfortable, but I want to move past that and get over that because I've heard there's some amazing books out there that Penelope Douglas writes. Birthday Girl is the first one that I'm going to try by her. It's the one that I've heard the most about, the most good things about, and it is about a girl who has a relationship with her ex-boyfriend's dad. That's all I know about it, which sounds strange, but I'm excited yet nervous. Really hope I like it. I have both the audio and the ebook for this. I haven't decided which one I'm going to do. Let me know if you listen to the audiobook and if it's good, or if I should read the ebook. But I am really hoping I like that, and if I do, I'd like to get into some more Penelope Douglas. I don't think the Corrupt series is going to be for me, but the two other ones that I own the ebooks of that I got when they were on sale are Credence and Punk 57. So if I like Birthday Girl, maybe I'll jump into those other ones. The next one that I want to read in January is Man Hands by SARINA BOWEN and Tanya Eppie. This is the last series that I have that's of SARINA BOWEN's that she wrote with somebody else. And I own the first one, and I know nothing about it, sorry. I can look it up though. Alright, so I just grabbed my iPad so that I could open Goodreads if it will load. So it looks like it's about a woman who is divorced, whose friends tell her to get back out there. She is confronted with her ex-husband and his new girlfriend, and she throws herself at the first hot man that she sees, which, I mean, same girl. So I think that sounds great. I'm very excited. I have both the audio and the ebook for that, so I'll have to decide which one I'm going to, which way I'm going to read it, but I'm excited about it and excited to get to one of my last SARINA BOWEN books. The next book is another one that I got from Crystal's Bookish Life's recommendation, and that is Heart of Blood and Ashes by Milla Vane. I actually first saw this on Jen from the Book Refuge channel, and then I had it I added it to my want to read shelf on Goodreads, and then I watched Crystal's vlogs where she gushes for 15 minutes about how amazing this book is, and it just made me want to read it so badly. And then the audiobook was on sale, so I snagged that one, and I'm definitely going to be trying to read it in January. I'm really excited about it. I think it's a fantasy romance based on what Crystal had said, but again, I don't really know much about it, but I have heard really amazing things about it. So I think it deals with sorcery and gods and monsters and a whole bunch of fantasy romance elements, but I've heard amazing things. Definitely want to try it out, so I hope I like it. Then the next one is another historical romance, and that is Night Song by Beverly Jenkins. This is the January pick for the Historical Hellions book club, which is run by Jess from Peace Love Books and Samantha from Books with Samantha. I have ordered this book, but it hasn't come yet. I've actually ordered all of the books for the book clubs that I want to participate in, which is the Historical Hellions and the Rake Appreciation Society. I've ordered all the books that are for those, but they have not come yet. The mail has been crazy, so hopefully I'll get them soon. But the one for the Historical Hellions January is Night Song by Beverly Jenkins. I'm really excited to read a Beverly Jenkins book. I've never read from her before, and I think that this is actually her first book that she ever released, which I think sounds great. So I'm excited to jump into her. I've heard amazing things about her writing, and I know that she's a huge favorite in the historical romance community. So Night Song, it says that Kara knows no soldier can be trusted to stay in one place, and that includes handsome Sergeant Chase Jefferson of the 10th Cavalry. Dallying with the dashing man in blue could cost the pretty independent Kansas schoolteacher her job and her reputation. Scandalous. So Kara is determined to repel Chase's advances, even though her aloof facade barely masks her smoldering desire. Ooh. Never before has Chase longed for a woman the way he ached for lovely Kara. The strong-willed ebony beauty, however, will not surrender easily. That sounds great. Very excited. Really hope that my book comes, and that it's not lost in the mail. But I am super hyped for that. The next two are actually a duology, and they are January's pick for the Rake Appreciation Society, which is run by Crystal and Jen. The ones that they chose for January are the Dukes of Wyndham series. I think that's what it's called. They're by Julia Quinn. The first one is The Lost Duke of Wyndham, and the second one is called Mr. Cavendish, I presume. And one thing that's super interesting about this duology is they can actually be read in any order, which I think is pretty cool. They apparently take place at the same time, like they're taking place like concurrently, and so it doesn't matter which one you read first. But I know nothing about what these are about either. I know that they are some of Julia Quinn's earlier works. She's mostly known for the Bridgerton series now, but I'm excited to read some of her other works, and I've heard these ones are really good. I am very excited. The next book that I want to read in January is At Attention by Annabeth Albert. I read the first one in this series in December. I cannot remember what it's called, but I'll put it on the screen. They are military romances, and they are gay male military romances. I really like these kind of stories. It goes along with my love of like male hockey romances. I love the drama and this like fear that and angst that goes into the book when a man has to come out as gay in a super like manly dominated industry like the military or sports. And I talked about this in one of my other videos, I don't even remember which one, where I really like that aspect of it in sports romances, and it is the same in military romances. So I love male military romances, and this is a series that I just found, and my library has the audiobooks for them. So I am excited to jump in and continue with the series in January. I'm not sure which characters it follows, but I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, it is a second, it's a widower, second chance, like second chance at love. I'm pretty sure it is about a guy whose husband died. They were both in the military, and his husband died, and he is the father, single father now of 2 children, and I think it is his like second chance at love with somebody. I'm pretty sure. So if it's not that, I will put the actual like synopsis on the screen. But I'm pretty sure that's what it is. But I'm excited to I'm excited to continue with the series, and I hope I like it as much as the first one. All right, the last 3 books that I want to read in January are not out yet. The first one is Roommate by SARINA BOWEN, which comes out on January 12th. This is Kiernan Shipley's story. It is a male romance as well. And Kiernan Shipley is introduced in the True North series. He is Griffin Shipley from the Bittersweet's cousin, and Kiernan is a side character in Bittersweet and in some of the other True North books. So this is his own book, and it is about a man, like they're living together. Somebody I think Kiernan needs a roommate, or somebody needs a roommate and Kiernan is the roommate. Not quite sure, but it is a roommate story. And it is male, and it's a spin-off of the True North series by SARINA BOWEN. Then the next one that I want to read that comes out in January is Thorned Heart, which is a novella by Eden Finley. It comes out on January 1st, and it is in the Famous series. The first one is Pop Star, and the second one is Spotlight. And then this is a novella within that series. And I love that series, so I'm excited to get that novella. I'm not sure who the novella follows, but I know that it's in the Famous series, so I'm assuming it's following one of the characters in that, maybe Cash. Then the last book that I want to read in January is actually a February release that I have an arc for that I'd like to get to in January, so I have like enough time to read it and think about my thoughts and write a good review for it, and that is Waiting for a Scot Like You by Eva Lee. This comes out February 23rd. I'm pretty sure. February 23rd. And this is a historical romance series. This is the third one in the series, but I don't think you need to read them in order, but I've read the others. So I was very kindly approved for an arc of this, and I'm very excited to get back into Eva Lee's writing. I absolutely adore her writing. I really, really appreciate her female characters. They are so smart and strong and great, and I'm very excited to get into that. So I talked about this book in my anticipated releases of 2021 video, but at the time I did not have an arc for it, and now I do. This is about a girl who is a widow and a man who is a major in like the army, and he is having a hard time adjusting to peace times now that they're like not at war, and so he decides to escort this woman on her like difficult journey. I think she's going up into Scotland, and he like thinks it'll help give him purpose. So I'm pretty sure it's kind of like a bodyguard type romance there in that way. And the woman who's the widow, she has like no intentions of marrying again. She likes the freedom that being a widowed wealthy woman gives to her, and she and the major end up falling in love. So I am excited. The bottom of the synopsis says, between carriage crosses, secret barn dances, robbers, and an inn with only one bed, their initial tension dissolves into a passion that neither expected. I love the only one bed trope. I am definitely a sucker for a forced to share the bed story. So I'm very, very excited about that. I hope I love it as much as I think I will. But that was the last one on my January TBR. I'm sure that I will read more than these, but these are just the ones I'm really hoping to get to in January. There's one other that I want to mention because I'm filming this on early because I like to pre-film my videos. So I will also possibly be reading Dead Man Walking by Gianna Darling in January. It comes out right at the end of December. It comes out on the 28th, and I'm hoping to get to it right away, but if I don't have a chance to get to it right away, I will absolutely be reading it in the beginning of January. I am so hyped for it. It is the 6th book in the Fallen Men series, and it follows Priest and Bee, who is the younger sister of Lou from Welcome to the Dark Side. And I am hyped about that. Apparently it is, there's like a psychopath who's going around killing people in Entrance, and the women of the Fallen Men are targeted by this serial killer, and Priest decides that he's gonna find the serial killer and kill him, and Bee and him fall in love along the way, and then I'm so excited. So if I don't finish that by the end of December, then I will be reading it in January. So wait for my December wrap up. and by the time my December wrap-up comes out, if it's not included in there, I will be reading it in January. If it is, I've already read it, and I hope I loved it. So that's it. That's actually it. So I hope you enjoyed that. Let me know if you've read any of these books, if you liked them, or if you think that you'll want to read them in the future. That's a good question. But other than that, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. And if you did enjoy it, you can always give it a thumbs up or subscribe if you want to see more videos from me. But other than that, I'll see you in my next video. But if you want to catch up with me in the meantime, my links to my Instagram, Goodreads, and Twitter are always in my description box. All right, bye-bye.